Hey everybody, welcome to episode 32 of Wasteland 2. We are, trying to still figure out stuff that we can actually do. We're still really weak compared to a lot of the enemies, so the first thing I thought I would do is I would find the edges of the radiation clouds, kind of make a perimeter check, and see if there's anything else that's worth checking out. Maybe we'll find something that we can handle. These radio broadcasts are way more annoying than the number station clips. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness we were able to cut that off. I don't know how much longer it was going to run. It just kept going. Obviously, this is some kind of a Fallout reference, but I don't know the code and I'm not going to bother looking it up. This place here is surprisingly new. I thought I had been here before, but apparently not. Apparently I, found it but never entered. Now this is another one of these annoying things that keeps happening in this game. This guy asks us to patch him up, but apparently there's nothing that patching him up does. I end up wasting 2 health items on this guy because he says patch me up, but there's nothing I can do. I was really surprised here. I was expecting these robots would aggro on us immediately, but they don't. So my thought when I was playing this was to try to slip by without triggering a combat.
Hic situs est faetum, currus abriga paterni.
Oh hey, it's this guy again. I have no idea why he's here. Well, that was surprisingly easy. Both dogs are safe, no combat is necessary. Very nice. Let's get out of here.
Copy, Ranger Team Echo. This is Santa Fe Base, over. Echo 1, I'm giving several of your team members field promotions for their recent actions. Well done. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well.
Quick level up. I got a level in assault rifles and the full metal jacket perk for Hound. I got outdoorsman, a level in that for Vulture's Cry, and I got a level in smartass for Corin Kane.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in. 10-4, Echo 1. Requesting progress update on southern explorations. Anything to report? 10-4, Echo 1. Stay safe out there. Santa Fe Base out.
channel victim? What was that?
Sorry. Dear Mr. Manners, some uninvited guests have rudely barged into our home, and they refuse to leave, no matter how strongly we ask. They are wearing cowboy hats and shooting everyone. Can you please come teach them some manners?
Channel host, transmit your coordinates, and we'll have some civility enforcers there immediately.
We look forward to your hasty arrival. Thank you. Die, you bastards, die!
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Don't know if you heard that last Manorite distress call, but you are very close to that location and might be able to reach it quicker. Doesn't sound like the Robinsons are going to do anything about it, and it sounds like a situation where seconds count. Copy? 10-4, Echo 1. Sending you the coordinates now. Get there ASAP. Santa Fe Base out.
Clearly, we are too late. This is interesting. We can talk our way out of this encounter, but if we stick around, they end up attacking us, and they're ridiculously tough. I'll just reload, do the dialogue, and get out of here.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Getting a lot of chatter on the Manorite's private frequency. Said they found you at the site with many civilians dead and no hostiles. They seem to think you might have killed the civs. What happened out there? Copy, Echo 1. All dead before you got there. Any signs of who did it? Goddamn synths. Those plastic punks are trying to fuck us up any way they can. Listen, Echo 1, we can't let this happen. We have to find proof of who's really behind these attacks. Something we can show the Manorites. That's priority 1 from now on. Copy? 10-4. Stay safe. Santa Fe base out.
And they're handing us another mission we don't have the power to complete. That's very nice.
Hey, this is Raji. I run Raji's, a punk club and hostel in Hollywood. If you're running scared, if you got nowhere to go, if you're in a bad situation, if you're trying to get clean, come find me. The food and the beds are free and nobody'll hassle you. I promise. We don't care who you are or what you've done. If you need a place to crash or a place to hide, we got you covered. No questions asked. Okay, that's it. Crank the music.
God looked down from heaven in those times, and he saw that the world was rotten. Sin and perversion were rampant upon the land. There was lascivious dancing in the discos. Men lay with men, women lay with women. Aliens with glowing fingers came down from the stars and had unnatural congress with small boys. The land was sick, its culture an abomination, and none listened to the wise. Therefore, God's wrath was great. Humanity had failed him, and he would punish it for its sins. It was God who caused diplomacy to fail. It was God who pushed the buttons on the missile silos. It was God who caused the fire to rain from the sky, and we deserved it. Every single one of us.
At this point, I'm getting kind of desperate. How about we try this fight again? It's the only thing I can think of. Oof, what a slog of a fight. We just barely managed to take them out, and they are, you can see that they're pretty significantly weaker than anything else that we've been, running away from up until now. This is not good. Early in the game, enemies would drop their weapons as loot with a pretty decent frequency, but they're not doing that anymore pretty much at all. This loot is garbage, and it means that we can't make ourselves more effective. Here I cut out some extended inventory fiddling. I pick up some mostly worthless loot and level up. Takayuki gets a level of brute force, Specs gets a level of sniper rifles, Yarn gets a level of demolitions and the silver-tongued perk, and then I got Stitches, Specs, and Vulture's Cry all the hardened perk to give them a little more survivability.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base. Come in. 10-4, Echo 1. We have a visitor at Santa Fe Base. Saw the smoke from your chopper and came to have a look. Think this is someone you should meet. Come back when you're clear. Copy? 10-4, Echo 1. Santa Fe Base out.
My name's Fred, but ain't nobody called me that. All over L.A., they know me as Pistol Pete, the straight-shootingest, straight-talkingest gun seller north of the 91. If you want to buy or sell, I'm ready to deal. If you got a mind to help a fella in need, I'd appreciate your hearing me out. Well, now here it is. I trade all over, but my wife and I live in Rhodion. And right now, damn it, a bunch of pug uglies took over the town. And they're shaking down everybody who goes in or out. Now, if I was to go back, they'd take all of my stock and probably kill me to boot. Now, I'm a damn fine shot for a man of my age, but I'm only one man. And it would take a posse of well-armed folks, such as yourselves, to pry those jackanapes loose of poor old Rhodion. So what do you say? I sort of came upon you folks by accident, but if you want to do like Lieutenant Woodson says you do, and establish yourselves as the good guys around here, I can't think of a better way to show your good intentions than chasing off those no-necks and showing them who's boss. And it sure would be nice to see my wife again. Well, ain't that fine? Now I can put Rhodia on your map for you. Or if you could use somebody along who knows the lay of the land, I'd be happy to show you the way. And like I said, I got a good eye and a steady hand if things get dicey. Fine, I can just mark it on your map. Used to be a nice little farm town. We provided a lot of food for the other communities hereabouts. Garden spot of LA, we like to call it. And people used to come from miles around to look at our towers, too. Beautiful things. Now these rascals have taken over. Nobody's come around no more. Trade has dried up, and people are going hungry. There's sickness among the farmers, and I don't know what else. It's terrible. They call themselves the Leather Jerks, and I gotta hand it to them. The name fits. Run by a little fella with big ideas. All of them bad. They say they're protecting the town. As far as I can see, they're just milking it dry. And ain't nobody got the guts to stop them. Yeah, well, I heard some shooting, and I figured there was some kind of battle going on. I came down to see if there was any bits and pieces I could scavenge. But lo and behold, I find your Lieutenant Woodson here instead, laying out the welcome mat. Well, no, not originally at least. You ain't never heard of our towers? Why, they're famous. Art from before the end of the world. Our mayor had 'em made into radio towers a while back, but the Leather Jerks smashed the transmitter as soon as they moved in. Now they're just pieces of art again. Sure. Here you go. It's right here. And let me mark a good way to go, too. Plenty of fresh water if you take this route. Otherwise, you could get yourself in trouble. Why, sure. Let me open up the toy box and see what I brought. Nice meeting you folks, and thanks
He
for your help.
seems at peace
You won't
with the
regret it.
world.
You're making a fine name for yourselves.
So this conversation gives us a reason to go fight the Leather Jerks, but not any actual hope of beating them. So, I don't know what to do about that. I just cut out a huge bunch of inventory fiddling, including scrapping a lot of old weapons that we're not ever going to use again. I made some slight improvements, and one thing I discovered was that it's actually fairly easy to remove mods from weapons. And it turns out that high-cap magazines actually reduce jam chances pretty significantly, so it was a mistake for me to be just kind of holding on to them. Anyway, I think we're going to call it here for today, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening. This has been episode 32 of Wasteland 2, and I'll see you next time.